Is that okay?
Yeah, this is nice.
Mood setting.
The light.
Are we okay?
I'm a bit of a light freak, and I like this.
I like the darker setting.
Light freak.
Does a light freak not like light? Is that kind of what you're saying?
No,
it's
no,
like
a
people
light-
who like Cirque du Soleil, but like not
No.
BDSM.
I will
It's
explain.
like a light
because
freak.
I'm a
Freak
man.
light.
I'm actually so
Okay.
Only
confused.
men can explain this.
That's
No,
an
like,
interesting
light,
fact.
light freaks like the light in a very specific way. They like the light, like freaks.
I like it as dark as you can get it with scenes still. Like this.
Like
Yeah.
Twilight.
All night. Just
The like witching hour.
Which one?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you
mean
can
Twilight.
if you can imagine like the surface of the sun, however light that would be. I would
really like
generally
these two.
prefer that.
You guys have to come over and hang out whenever you want.
Cool.
please.
Hey everybody, welcome to This Probably Doesn't Matter. We're gonna play a song for you.
1, 2, 3, hey. There's a man in a Stetson hat, howling like an alley cat, outside my window tonight, singing, baby, put on something hot, meet me in the parking lot, about 8:45. I get the feeling that he's never read Romeo and Juliet. I'm getting tired of these one-night stands, but if you wanna make some real romance, I'm that kind of girl. Yeah, I'm that kind of girl. I ain't the woman in red, I ain't the girl next door, but if something in the middle's what you're looking for, I'm that kind of girl. Yeah, I'm that kind of girl. Now let me tell you that I like my loving just as much as any woman, but I'm drawing the line. A little sensitivity always seems to get to me every time. I'm a sucker for a lovesick fool, the kind that carries all your books in school. I'm getting tired of these one-night stands, but if you wanna make some real romance, I'm that kind of girl. Yeah, I'm that kind of girl. I ain't the woman in red, I ain't the girl next door, but if somewhere in the middle's what you're looking for, I'm that kind of girl. Yeah, I'm that kind of girl. Hey, I'm that kind of girl. Oh, 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 I'm that kind of girl.
All
We're not
right.
recording.
Woo!
Are we recording now?
What?
Hey!
All right, nice.
It was fucking awesome.
Thank
I
you.
sound okay?
Thank you.
For those of you
You
wondering,
sound
that was me
beautiful.
singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Was that you? Are you taking credit for that right now?
Absolutely.
All right.
Also, I wrote that.
Danny.
Patty
taking
Loveless stole it.
Mucho
Oh,
credito.
okay.
You want to get this podcast famous? Let's
Yeah.
start blaming Patty Loveless for
Let's
shit.
just start.
She'll pick it up
conspiracy
real
theories
quick.
about Patty Loveless.
Yep.
I love it. Okay.
Fuck
Um,
No, that is a song by Patty Loveless. That's like
Wait, who's Patty Loveless?
she's
Oh,
a
wow.
country music artist
Legend.
from like the late
Did you say legend? Okay. so
70s into the 80s.
I just
No,
made myself a
I'm kinda like
dumbass
that.
in the
Oh,
first
it's all
2
good.
seconds of this
It's
podcast.
good for anybody
Wow.
to learn.
Okay.
And my
Country
phone's
star.
dead, so I can't Google it. All right.
You want my
Okay.
phone?
Nope. I
Okay.
just what they explained it. It's a country star that I should know.
She was
From the
pretty. She was pretty
1970s.
big. She was pretty big.
Okay.
This day
Yeah. She was
and
around
age,
that like
Wow.
Dolly
I know her,
Parton
yeah.
era.
Wow. Okay. So this is Parton that I don't know. I'm actually super embarrassed.
We all have our blind
I
spots.
might edit this out. I don't know. This may never make it.
No, you
This
damn
may
won't.
may never make it. Okay, guys.
we
So
go.
that.
Oh man, look at her. Yep.
Well,
Look at her.
I'm already minimizing. I'm going to read
all
it
good.
later. You're awesome.
Thank
Thanks.
Thank
You're
you
awesome.
for coming.
And
Absolutely.
This is awesome.
Thank you
This
for
is-
inviting us. You kidding
Yes.
us?
This
great.
is Bandits of the Animal Kingdom.
Indeed.
I said it
job,
backwards. I said it backwards earlier today. I was talking to my buddy. It's like Animals of the Bandit Kingdom. He goes, I don't think that's right.
That's not even backwards.
Yeah.
Kingdoms the of animals. Right?
God.
Kingdom the of. No, I don't know.
Bandits of the
I can't
animal
speak
kingdom.
backwards.
Kingdom animal the of bandits.
Okay.
There we go. Got
Danny's
it.
here for the rescue.
Dude, when cops pull me over and I got to do that Z to A, I got
You
it.
clearly drink less beer than I do.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So we've met in the past, and so I know about you that you're from the East Coast, which is great because
From Baltimore, Maryland?
Yeah, no one from Baltimore, Maryland comes to Wenatchee,
So,
Washington.
Yeah, why come to Wenatchee?
Let's
Let's
what's
hear it.
kind of like the story on that?
So 3 years ago, we were
Almost to the
touring.
day.
Yeah.
We had our 3-year anniversary of meeting the people we met 3 days ago.
Wow.
But yeah,
Oh.
so our band was touring around, and we came through Leavenworth because they were like, yeah, you can play here, and we're just starting, so we were taking every show we possibly could.
Of course, yeah.
And then we went there and played at Der Hinterhof and met some folks around here, and we've just been coming back ever since. It's a great spot.
That's so cool. So are you guys here for good, or are you just here for
No,
a little
hold on.
Sorry.
We saw no, I'm not sorry. I'm expanding upon. We saw you last summer, and it was, hey, we're from Baltimore and probably leaving soon.
Yeah.
Wasn't that right? And then,
Yep.
but you haven't left since then.
No, we left after that.
Did you leave?
Yeah.
For a
Okay.
couple months,
Yeah,
we
we
were
left.
gone.
We left after the first week in September, and we only came back mid-January. So we've been
Okay.
gone that long.
So this is so funny. I told her 2 weeks ago, but I saw her in Costco, and I texted Luke, and I was like, "Oh my God, Community Center is in Costco right now."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, they don't live here. That's not possible."
That's.
And then I
that's
saw
totally
you,
a
possible.
couple
and I was
days
like,
later.
I knew it. I knew it was you.
Yeah, and so like I don't know bullet points where we can expand on anything, but like 2 of our members of community, so there's
Yes.
6 of us, 7 of us,
Is
including
community
Bobby.
center.
Yeah, is
So
community
really
center.
named aptly if it's the whole community,
It really
right?
is. Yeah.
I have to say, I was wearing this shirt one day after that that weekend, and I was at Pybus down on the Ave.
Yeah, we're
Someone
gonna play there at
was
some point.
working there at like the cheesemonger, and they were like, "Go Community Center!"
Yeah.
across the way, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
We
There have
probably
been times I've
played-
run across people in Walmart with our shirt on, and I'm like, exactly. That's exactly who.
Exactly.
Mad shout out to like Jacksonville, Florida, where we've played almost the most, but we've definitely played in this region, and I'm saying region from like Wenatchee to Leavenworth,
Yeah.
including Chelan, more than we played anywhere.
Sure.
Like we were the summer band in Leavenworth for Der Hinterhof all last year, and we played every Saturday, Sunday, and we played twice on Saturdays, so 6 hours.
Wow, that's
Um,
amazing.
Yeah,
Well, it's 6 hours of
originals.
covers and originals.
Like
Come on.
5% covers and,
Wow.
and 95% originals. We had about 60 original songs ready to go.
That's massive.
Yeah. And now,
That's huge.
but as Bandits, we do almost the opposite. We do like 10% originals and 90% covers going from the 50s all the way up to today.
Sorry, I scooted it back so you could be comfortable sitting back where you were.
Is it okay that I just keep playing?
I like it.
Please.
I like it.
Jam you. This is smooth and smarmy. This is NPR radio
Right.
right here.
Exactly.
Welcome to This
Drinking
Probably
black
Doesn't
tea.
Matter.
Yeah. This probably doesn't matter.
We are
If I
truly
didn't-
drinking black tea, but I'd like to think that your Keystone Light is your black tea. Like
This-
we're sitting here drinking black tea.
I don't know. What does someone drink more than black tea?
Just real quick, what's
Ooh.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, we're gonna get it live on the podcast.
we're
Here we
just gonna
go.
snap a
Here we
picture.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going?
Wanna
Are you?
go in?
Yeah. I'm here. Here we
I
go.
love that I'm getting centered around
Boom.
all this.
Okay, so from Baltimore, making the stint. Are you staying this time? Did we cover that? Are
We're
you
staying until about mid-October, and
Okay,
then we
and
have
then
an
where-
Irish.
This is our longest stint
And then you're
yet.
leaving us.
Yeah, we have an Irish wedding we got to go to
Okay.
in Limerick, Ireland.
Is
Oh.
that what you say? Irish wedding? Is it just any wedding in Ireland? Is that
Our-
an Irish wedding, or is
We
that
just like to
is there,
crash.
is
We're
there-
just gonna party crash. No,
Yeah.
our friend is a flautist,
Hey, she's got 2 PhDs in
and
flout.
she went over to Ireland to get
Flute.
her like doctorate in Irish flute,
Irish flute.
and met a man there and fell in love. And
Great.
so now they're getting married over there. And
The
we're
main reason we're going is they have a day after wedding party.
No, main reason you're going is because you have an excuse to go to Ireland.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Honestly,
Actually,
Pretty
last year,
incredible.
while we were
I would take the first one I got.
Dude,
for
have you been to
sure.
Ireland?
No.
Oh my gosh, we will steal you away. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, out here in Wenatchee, it looks exactly like Ireland right now with all the
with
green mountains.
with a little bit of green. Yeah.
Yeah, last
Have
year,
you've done summer here?
we've done summer, but we've never seen this.
This
like
spring, yeah.
we've been told about it for the last 3 years. We're
Oh.
like, well,
So is Ireland like this all year round?
yeah, because it's always moist. Is that the? That's not
It's
a
like
good
Seattle.
It rains
Yeah.
there a
Rainy.
lot.
But it's
When
all-
we were there for like a week, and there were 4 sunny days in a row, and people were like freaking out. Like they were like, "What is going on?" Like
Whoa.
we never have this many nice days in a row.
Wenatchee claims 300 days of sunshine, and I was doing the math on that today, and I was like, that is actually bullshit. There's no way.
You don't
Winter
think
is
so?
pure gray
No
here.
way. We do 3
65
months. We do
days
3
of
months.
non-
That's 90 days of winter, and you're lucky if you get 4 days a month that have sunshine during
God,
that.
is it only 3
It's-
months? Because it feels like fucking 7.
Yeah, it's 90 days. It's
damn.
it's 90 full
It's
days
so
of
long.
winter.
In Maryland,
I
we get-
enjoyed the winter out here. It's very different than where we're
We'll
from.
get really bad snows in Maryland every, let's say, 2 to 4
I
years.
hate
But you got, I get it. You're over it. We loved it.
But
Yeah,
we've never
yeah,
experienced
yeah.
what we did this year with the like late March.
This late
snow.
winter was weird. We did
No,
a
no,
like
no.
a late snow and,
And
all
that's
that.
where we came
yeah.
in, and that's where I'm like, oh, awesome, we didn't
Really?
miss
Because
it.
that's when we were all ready for spring. Like,
I
that's
know.
when
Yeah.
spring.
Well, the
Fucking
moment
snow.
like everybody was like
Snow
ready, and
again.
I'm like, I'm
Done.
really loving it, and they're like, go fuck yourself. I'm like, okay, I'm glad to be here. That's
Why
awesome.
is the Christmas village
Welcome
still set
to
up?
Wenatchee.
Oh my god.
turn the damn Christmas lighting off?
Man.
Listen,
And I know that a lot of that I'm referencing is Leavenworth, but
And-
that's where we truly
No,
first stopped.
normally Wenatchee is not like that. Leavenworth would not be like that. But it was just like we were done. It was so close to done.
Yeah.
I'm really getting this whole like hand-free microphone thing.
You got
like, why
it.
people
You're the
like it.
diva over there. Yeah.
You
Katie's-
bust into karaoke.
For the
Loving it
listener,
anytime.
for the listener, Katie is up on the chair. Her top is pulled up to midriff. She is dancing wildly.
Yeah, that sounds like what a fat white girl would do is put her shirt half midriff.
From one fat white girl to another. You're killing it.
You got me, boy.
Yeah.
You got me, girl. I mean,
You got me, girl.
You got me, girl.
That's all good. But yeah, man, we are after this. So the Ireland thing, real quick. Let me go back. So
Yeah, please.
last time when we were
Please.
on tour, we did a homecoming tour, or we did a homecoming thing in
Yes.
Baltimore. But Amanda was turning 30.
Are both families in Baltimore? Excuse my interrupting question style
What do you
here.
mean, both of our
My
families?
Yes.
family's from like around
Outskirts.
the Baltimore suburbs. is
Yeah,
where
yeah,
I
yeah.
My
grew up.
family's like from Columbia and Southern Maryland, or at least that's where they live now. But Amanda and I lived in the city, like Station North, Mount Vernon,
Okay.
like right in the hub of the Bohemian District.
Does
Okay.
Maryland not have accents? You guys don't have accents.
Oh, we tried to. Not that we tried.
you got
we're
him?
kinda
Let
like-
me hear him. Let me hear him. Let me hear
Okay,
him.
say Baltimore has a real specific accent, but
Is that it?
really, I mean, it's not our fault, okay?
No, I was just
The best way I can get into the Southern Maryland accent is my dad going, "Boy, you go down and get some of them 10-ounce Budweisers and 12-pack of them." I don't even know. Like the
There's
Baltimore,
a couple different Maryland
Baltimore
accents.
accent
You
is-
either
yeah.
get that really strong, like Southern, like
as Amanda said, the
Southern
Maryland,
or
like
Eastern?
Maryland mumble country.
No, what's
accent.
so weird? Okay, so that
But we
was
don't have it.
Maryland was the boonies of
You sound like
the
you're from
DC in the days. Is that how it is? Is
Sure.
that was the boonies?
well, like, and that's in
So
Southern
Maryland
I've
was-
never, I've
Southern-
never lived in
yeah.
the boonies.
I
no.
lived in
You
Southern
know, but-
Maryland. We lived
but-
in tobacco fields and stuff.
No, I'm just saying, like originally. I'm just going back to like when this country settled. I'm trying to.
Well, then it was
I'm
all
trying
wilderness.
to decide why that accent is so different from Boston when it's not like that far away.
Oh,
I mean,
because
it's just a
Boston
trash
just talks
accent.
wrong.
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
like don't know.
Yeah,
what the fuck
what did
they're
Louis
saying.
say? He goes, "It's not an accent. It's a bunch of people saying words wrong."
Okay, because
Oh,
I want to
funny.
submit. I want to
Oh,
submit.
that was awesome.
that.
That was so
Oh
loud.
wow, that
Um,
shouldn't come through.
It's
I
all
hope that
good.
doesn't come
We
through
know
on
your
the record.
stories now.
There's AOC.
Anyway.
But so, like, no, in Hamden in particular is where we spent the last of our days before we came out here. But Hamden in Baltimore City has that, like, people walking down the street like, oh, yeah, I found $1.75 so I can actually buy that pack of cigarettes.
Oh, hey there, hon. I was walking down the road today, and then I came across a spare dollar bill. Just boy,
You know, I like going to Fraser's. They pour you a well whiskey. It's like swimming in a kiddie pool. Just like, what did you? I know what you said, but what'd you say?
Oh wow, that's
that's
pretty
great.
foreign. That's foreign.
Yeah, I actually have a
Oh, yeah.
YouTube series called Mondays with Mandy.
Plug it.
Where
Plug
I
it.
go around and I review a bunch of different cities that we were traveling to
Yeah.
with our band.
Yeah.
And it's just me being like a Baltimorean. walking around.
Yep.
That's great.
And
Amanda hasn't
pretty
done one lately, but
weird,
we're gonna do one.
That's
it's
great.
pretty good.
We'll probably do one of Wenatchee
There's
Leavenworth,
like 6
Dryden.
episodes.
What is there in
Too.
Dryden? There's some
Yes.
things.
So back to Ireland.
Dryden?
Back to Ireland. So,
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
there's-
bullet point
Sorry.
this, and then if you like anything you hear, we can expand on it. But basically, I was gonna propose to Amanda on our last homecoming show on stage after the show. I had a plan A and plan B. Brian was ready in community center, and I tried to keep our flight to Ireland a secret because Amanda never left the she went to Canada, but that didn't really count as like leaving the land.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
count.
true. It's all one.
And I had grown up going to like England a lot. I have half of my family's English or British or whatever. I'm sure they'll love
One of
hearing
those
that.
two.
No, they're from like London and things like that. But so Amanda's entire family showed up to the show thinking like, and Amanda was like, "Oh, 30th birthday party, cool." And I was able to mask everything behind like, "No, they're here because I asked your father's permission if I could marry her." And he's like, "Well, she is my wild child." I was like, "Okay, this is cool."
Take her? Is that what it is?
I'm still gonna marry her. Is that all right? Like,
That is a total
But we
dad
were-
responsibility.
but like we were on the road and stuff like that, and Amanda was trying to book a whole nother vacation with her best friend Janie, and I had to take her out of a Starbucks in Mobile, Alabama, to be like, "Hey, you can't book that because I've already booked tickets to Ireland." And I'm like, "You ever been mad and happy at the same time to like and you
Totally.
see someone cry and stuff like that?" And like that's so in Mobile, Alabama, where we played the Purple Moose, something like that.
Oh my god, I want to go to that place so bad.
No, you don't. You want to go somewhere else.
Mobile?
We played it like
No?
Purple Moose, or I think it's called the Purple Moose. Anyway, Blind Moose, whatever. Like I thought it was gonna be fun, and it's
Blind
known
Mule.
by Blind Mule. It was known really well because, in West Virginia, there is an awesome venue called the Purple Fiddle, and they have a hostel upstairs for bands. And our band of 7 stayed there a while. Another band came in for the next night, and they were 8 people deep. And so we all, like 14 or 15 of us upstairs, and they had a pool table and places for us all to
that
sleep.
sounds
we've
fun.
just
They-
like crushed
that
a
sounds
bottle
fun.
of
Fiddle in West Virginia is great, but like,
Yeah.
not to say the Blind Mule
That
you know,
sounds
can go
fucking
fuck
fun.
themselves, but
Yeah,
like
it
we had a
was a
shitty time there. We played really well, and they just didn't give a shit. So I like any friends I met in Mobile, but fuck that place.
What's the population of Mobile?
Don't care.
1,000.
Okay, here's what I want to do. What I want
How
to
can I
do,
say
I've floated this on another podcast recently. I want to do a trailer park tour of comedy shows and live podcasts.
Mobile
and go like,
would
yeah,
be the
it sounds like Mobile sounds like the
But
right fucking spot to
in
do it at,
turn-
like the trailer park tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I only know this because I watched Heart of Dixie and Mobile's in it.
Is it nice in that?
I don't know what Heart of Dixie is.
Heart of Dixie.
Doesn't that
It's
have
like
a-
a CW TV show. Like a
Oh,
chickie
okay. One of
show.
those ones where everyone's just like shockingly beautiful and well dressed.
Right.
Oh, just like me.
Those
For
are
the
my
listener,
favorite.
that's
like
Luke
Gossip
saying
Can I
that.
Girl.
say that I find you just
What
to
is
be
it?
absolutely
Rachel Bilson
charming.
from the OC.
I
Yes,
appreciate
she's
charming.
Yeah.
in it. And she's
I
amazing.
appreciate charming.
But they go with Mobile and some other small town. I don't remember what it's
But
called.
we like going through Birmingham. I mean, like we got a friend in Birmingham, and like whatever.
Can I
We go
have
through
a
all these
beer?
places.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Oh, no,
Anyone
you're
need a
good.
drink break? Here we go. This drink
Drink break.
break brought
I'm
to you by Keystone Light.
Oh, can't do it with my headphones in.
Anyone? Okay. All right.
They're not sponsoring us. We just want them to.
Yeah, well, that'd be great. They have liked some of my photos on Facebook before. when
This
I-
rum and coke though
yeah.
is killing it.
Okay. They have liked some of them. I had a good one where I put a case of Keystone in the snow in Waterville and
We
did
used to
like
live
a
in Waterville.
big. Yeah,
I'm
we
from
were in
Waterville.
small little Waterville, Washington.
Isn't the if you have to do anything with the county, like don't you have to
Yep.
go to Waterville,
Douglas County.
Douglas County?
Yeah. Wenatchee's all
learning.
right here down the street.
Yeah, but
Come
so we keep spending more and more time. We came here through one day, and then next time we spent 2 weeks. Then we spent
Yeah.
3 months, and now we're spending 9 months.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're taking it way back to that question that seems like a million years ago.
Yeah.
I will get
Wow.
back to shit
Okay,
eventually.
okay.
I think it's
so,
called a thought loop.
yeah, no,
Thought
that's
loop.
Thought
I
loop, rabbit
forgot.
hole,
I forgot
like,
about the question. I forgot about the question until just now, and here we're back there.
I'm so happy you guys are here.
We're really happy to
I
be
saw
here.
her
You guys are
in
really
Costco, and I was
awesome.
Like, Luke's like, you're a liar, and I'm like,
I just didn't.
I'm
I didn't.
not.
It didn't. Yeah, I didn't remember it.
You guys
so
have played too at Radar Station
Yeah, we played the open mic at Radar Station.
like a month or so ago before I even saw you at Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke was like, that's not the same people. And I was like, it looks like the same people.
Well, and then we
My hair
Luke,
is the same.
Luke
Yeah,
is
that's
a
fine.
self.
I recognize Sorry,
Yeah.
but I didn't know
I am a
recognize him,
self-declared dumbass. I say that all the time. I'm pretty stupid.
but I
So
definitely recognize
I do
you.
like the thing. It's like, well, why would they be here? Because this place is beautiful and the people are really nice. There aren't all. I mean, there's a couple dipshits everywhere, but like, everyone here is pretty awesome.
You can find most of them here.
I like getting to meet the local
actually
characters of a town, though. You know what I mean?
Radar
Like
station's
in
the
Baltimore,
perfect
it's
too.
so big that it's like easy to just like
this
kind
might
of
be
get
the second.
lost
This
in
might be the second shout out. Have you met Reverend Harry yet?
Not to our knowledge. We did also just go to Trav's for
Harry.
the first time.
No,
The guy
what?
at Radar Station who's.
He's
It's
super
his
crazy.
ukulele?
He's literally
Oh
like
my
crazy.
gosh.
No, I don't think we've
Oh.
seen him.
Okay,
Huge-
so
I
the
saw a
Huge
guy who
shout
played
out.
a ski.
The first.
Oh yeah, no, he's awesome.
He's
He
from
plays up in
Leavenworth, I
Leavenworth
think.
Yeah,
too.
he played at my open mic a couple
he's
times
great.
over the summer.
He's so good.
This
no.
guy is from Wenatchee.
Different
I
guy.
don't know where
Okay.
from. But
Then I haven't seen him yet.
Not the guy who hits the ski. The guy who hits the ski. What is his
He's
name?
another
I
guy
don't
who
know.
hits things.
I have his name in my phone
Well,
somewhere.
so he does his thing with the skis. So Harry comes on stage the first time, and he literally turns his back to the crowd, and he's talking to
he
that
starts
woman
talking to the
astronaut,
mannequin in the
and, like,
corner.
My
has
man.
this like whole conversation with her. And then he turns
That was
around
most of
with
his
this
act.
little
I was
ukulele,
dying the
and I
whole
was like,
time.
oh, okay, he's just gonna
Well,
play.
that's funny.
And he just starts playing like stupid like string thing, like doesn't know what he's doing. Second time he comes, gets up there with like probably a plastic chopstick, and he just starts
That's what- yeah.
whacking the shit out of
It
this
sounded
thing.
so
I'm like,
cool
Oh my
too.
god,
It
it's
sounded
like
so
performance
cool.
art. I
Sounded
can't
so
wait
cool.
until I meet this guy.
I was like, what's happening? I bet he's there
Yes,
soon.
make people
He comes
question
often.
if what they're seeing is real. You're like, is
No,
this
the
a
first
real
time-
person
yeah,
that I
the
am
first time-
experiencing right
I
now?
have so many things to say.
The first
He's
time
great.
he gets on stage,
He's just great. He's
Luke
great.
is laughing his ass off, and I'm like, I don't know if you're supposed to be laughing.
I don't care.
Like,
I don't care.
I
If
think
I
he's
wasn't,
having a
it was so
conversation.
good.
Were
it
you
was
the only one laughing hard?
Oh, you
yeah,
and
me, a
maybe
couple other
Ron
people in the
and-
back.
I
Were
mean, what are
dying.
you gonna do?
We were
Yeah. It's a
dying.
reaction.
I personally believe in expressing your, you know what? If
No,
art
I
makes
love
you
That's my
feel
emotion.
something,
I want
you
people
just
to
need
start
let
booing
it
more.
out.
I
Hey.
love it. I just
Oh,
didn't.
Thank
bring
you.
back booing.
Thank you for
I
booing.
agree.
Back home when we were in Baltimore,
We
like,
were
we'll
clapping
ask-
him like off the stage, like, woo, you're done.
Fuck
Like,
yes, I want booing back.
We back
I-
home when we have homecoming shows in Baltimore, we'll ask like at some point in the show, we'll ask all our friends who are at the show, we're like, hey, no matter what happens at the end of this song, boo, like you hate us, and we'll forget because we're playing the song, and so we're just into it, and at the end it's like a deafening.
They
boo.
always remember.
I
to
laugh
boo.
so hard I fall down.
God.
It's hilarious. It's great. We have a music video where we end that with a boo.
It's so
That's
good.
Community
Oh,
Center.
no.
I don't know.
So-
on YouTube probably.
I experienced it over the winter one time with a bad stand-up set where it was just quiet, and I remember walking off stage and saying, "I really fucking wish people had just booed me."
Oh, it's
Like if people had
catharsis
just
at its
if people had
finest.
just fucking
Like-
booed me, I might have said something crazy. Like I might have just started like talking
Yeah.
back, like doing something insane. But it was just quiet.
At that point, you can people like.
When I hear quiet, I'm gonna start saying more and more fucked up shit. Honestly, to like try to get to that level of boo.
I would tell them,
I
be
don't
like, hey,
know.
instead of being quiet, if you don't like something, just boo me.
Yeah.
Like if you provoke them, they'll do it. Be like, yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
Sometimes
Boo.
I've been shocked by how terrible something is, and I just
There's no
find
response.
myself. I don't even
Yeah.
want to boo. I am
you
just
almost
like
feel bad for that person.
right.
I would feel. That's why I
But
didn't want to laugh
sometimes,
at him. I
sometimes
was like,
people are overly confident and shitty and like mean on stage. I don't know if you've ever
Oh.
been to a show where like someone has been like snarky to the
If someone's
audience.
like coked out and you're like, oh, this isn't fun for anyone.
Right.
No, I don't think I've ever.
I think it'd be better
experienced
for the
that.
whole Wenatchee Valley if there were more coked out people getting on stage. Honestly,
played
that
this-
sounds awesome.
We played this.
Pretty sheltered.
Usually it
and
might, but the one guy
outside.
we saw, we're
sounds
like, we're not even
fucking
hanging out here. We're
awesome.
leaving. Where?
We
That was
played
in
this
the
one show
Zodiac in
in
Colorado Springs.
I'm
that-
Luke
I remember
Atkinson,
that.
and I endorse that statement. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're,
Awesome.
yeah, you're
sorry.
good. What was the place? What were you talking about?
I don't remember.
That's all good. I
Is
love
Is there
you.
more coke in the South?
There's coke everywhere.
Well,
You know what?
Well
There
aware.
is.
Well aware.
There
well
is
aware,
more
well
coke
aware.
because well, we were playing at the Milestone in North Carolina.
'Cause it
and
comes
this
out of
guy-
Florida, right? It should all come out of Florida still.
Well, what was that thing going on with coke with the fentanyl?
Oh,
That was on both.
oh, that was a
coasts.
nasty
So I don't
drug
know.
that was going on.
That
around.
wasn't a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
time
yeah,
for people.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know
let me
why that
just,
would be in
Full
coke. That
disclaimer:
should-
I've never done coke.
Oh,
Oh, me
For
neither.
someone who's talking about it a lot right now.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever done is weed. smoked weed. Luke's the only
Am I-
one here.
Are you gonna raise your hand with me?
Offered it more
I've been offered
in
it.
I've
the
been offered it a
South
lot.
than in other places.
Oh.
Interesting.
But no one's gonna. Okay, yeah. I
That's all good.
also hear.
Oh, I've partooken a few times
Partooken.
in my life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
like over here raising my hand.
Go get it, partake.
Yeah, yeah, it's,
Partooken.
it's just Red Bull. It's Red Bull. All it is.
I
Powder
mean,
Red Bull.
yeah, I've got no problem with people doing it. I've just not done it. I've also not ziplined.
Question
against
off the
that.
drug factor. Have you been to all the 50 states?
I have not. I've been
We've
to
not.
40.
Oh, you're just shy.
We've
Six, I
played
think.
in 46 of them.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
been
wow.
to 4 states, and we've played
So what
in
four
like
states?
46.
Alaska,
I've
Hawaii.
never been to Alaska or Hawaii. I've never been to North Dakota,
Oh,
and
you're
I've
not
never
missing
been
much.
to Maine.
We've never even
really?
been to Maine.
I've never
I know we
even
didn't
been
play
to
in Maine.
Maine,
So those
yeah.
are the 4 states we haven't played in.
Is
Oh, well, we
Maryland
haven't
not close
played.
to Maine?
No, we haven't
No,
played
it's
in
not
New
close. It's like-
Hampshire or
That's the farthest state away.
There's my blondest moment.
Oh, it's
No,
all
but
good.
it's not that. It's not as far as West Coast driving. Because I've driven
not.
from here to LA several times. It's not that far.
It's probably like 800 miles from Maryland, as opposed to 3,200 miles
That's
from
pretty
here.
far. That's pretty far.
where to where?
Maryland to Maine,
Oh, how far is Wenatchee to Los Angeles? Because we've
I
done
don't know.
that.
probably about 12 hours.
It's like 16
19,
or 20.
19
I
if you
judge
drive straight.
everything
Oh, it's a
by
lot.
hours, but yeah, I haven't done.
No,
directly from
that's
here
how
to
all
Los
of us
I think
Americans
San
judge
Diego
stuff.
is 16 hours, and that's still an hour
By
or
hours?
two from LA.
No, San Diego's further. San Diego should be 22.
Oh.
Wenatchee to LA driving straight should be 19 to 20.
Oh wow.
That's driving straight.
I've done it.
We never do the drive. We're usually zigzagging
Yeah,
around.
actually,
Yeah.
I think-
Totally. That's
It
all.
So,
takes us a
so I
week
think
to
of
get down the coast.
Wenatchee to Los Angeles should probably be about the same as like New York to a northern Florida state.
Yeah, it's probably not far off.
It should be about the same
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah, that's
there.
about
That
right.
works.
So I don't know how long that takes if you're East Coast people.
We did a 14-hour drive from Maryland to Jacksonville,
Mm-hmm.
which is middle Florida.
Oh,
So, about that.
okay.
About that
okay,
works.
Okay, okay.
I gotta say, does that happen?
Sorry.
That's all good. But yeah, we would drive like all night through New Mexico. Like the first year we had driven through it probably twice. I'd never seen New Mexico because I was sleeping on our bed in the bus while like Lacey's driving like Cruella de Vil. It's like every time she drives, we get pulled over. That's fine. She's like, "Oh, it's 20 hours. I bet we could make it in 18." I'm like, "This bus isn't made for that."
That sounds like Luke.
Oh yeah.
For what, not being able to drive for 18 hours? Because
No,
I
you
can
you
do
just
that.
Drive fast.
Oh.
You lay the
drives
hammer
fast.
down.
Oh.
Lay that hammer down, Luke.
Yeah.
Metal,
Well,
what's that foot? What do you call it?
Lead
a lead
foot.
Lead foot.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I feel like I'm reasonable.
Sometimes.
We haven't done a long road trip as a couple. That's taxing.
Ever?
Tell me this. Here's a question for you guys.
I think Seattle.
What's being in a band as a couple feel like? That's got to be especially taxing.
You would think that, but we actually.
You're good.
Yeah, we're like we spend a lot of time together,
We
but
spend every day together.
we're fine with that. We don't really like argue that much. We have a lot of the same like creative like intuition, I guess. So
Okay.
like writing together is easy.
Yeah, like neither one of us can like climb the mountain without the other one. So
When
we're
you
really
were
good at that.
when you were the full band, was it still you two who wrote in general? Like you would come with an idea?
No, so
we all wrote together.
yeah, the band was a lot more like collaborative, but now that we're doing our own thing, you know, it's pretty easy to write together.
Yeah.
Still.
So do you guys still go meet up with the band ever? Is that kind of like push?
Well, we just actually went to Seattle. Brian and Lacey, or two of the members, just did a stint on a Alaskan fishing boat
Oh, nice.
for a couple of months. So
Yeah,
they
right.
just got back in from that.
And a month
And we're in
before that, they spent a
Seattle.
month in New Zealand. They're crazy. Sorry. Go for it.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
But they're the other married couple in our band, and so they want to do a lot more like recording, like just getting back in the studio and just playing, and so we're probably going to do kind of a Postal Service. You know the band, the Postal Service?
I do, yeah.
Okay. We're probably going to do a lot of that.
Ben
with that.
Gibbard and
Good old Ben Gizzard.
his buddy.
Have you guys heard of the Warehouse here in Wenatchee?
No, what's that
It's
about?
a recording thing.
It's a
Something
practice
like-
space, I
yeah,
think, most
like-
of all, yeah.
Oh, but they
Oh,
don't
wait, I
get-
think
they don't
Ando-
record.
Yeah, that's who you would know from there, Ando.
Ando was talking
Yeah.
to us last night while we were at, we stopped at Wally's for I stopped there for a red beer.
Have you guys played there yet?
At Wally's?
Yeah.
Not as our duo, now trio.
Oh yeah.
Our
What? Who's brought on?
Chris Maines from
Chris
Leavenworth.
Maines.
He is a sweet, sweet man.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's one of the first people we met in Leavenworth. After our first gig, he was like, "Hey, do you guys want to like go do a drum circle down by the river?"
Love it.
Like, and we were like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Sure.
Why not?
hell yeah!" Like, it's a 4-minute walk that way.
Yeah.
Let's go and do that.
So now
And
he's drumming.
So now,
for-
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he played at the Cajon with us last night. It was our first show,
Yeah.
all of us playing together. But we're gonna be playing some shows at Stein, where I think he'll probably play Kit, because it's like a pretty big room.
Yeah.
When are you guys gonna be at Stein next?
May 16th will be at Stein next. They're doing a mountain bike fundraiser, and there's a bunch of different fundraisers with it. It's also a Freem Brewery tap takeover. Like, it's a lot under one roof.
Sweet.
And then we're playing 2 days after at Stein again, just to
Okay.
rock
We
it
do the
out.
16th. Luke's in Seattle over that weekend, but
Well, this weekend, so we're playing at the Bavarian Bistro at Leavenworth from 8 to 10.
the bistro.
It's,
and
it's above Stein.
You listeners will have
Oh,
all have
there we
missed
go.
it, so I hope you were
We
fucking
play
there.
there pretty regularly,
Perfect.
though.
Yeah,
so,
check it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Well, while we're here talking about it, do you have a page to plug or anything?
Well, we have
May as
our
well.
Facebook page, which is Bandits of the Animal Kingdom,
Yep.
and everything.
You do your dates on there and stuff.
Yeah, you plug that in, our Instagram will come up, and
Boom.
things like that, and that's where we do all of our stuff. But
Instagram
I guess
and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook, those are our main things. Like, we have things we want to say on Twitter, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Twitter's just full. Stupid
Twitter's
shit.
crazy.
Right. I'd
Twitter's
rather
a-
just show pictures of action than talk.
Twitter's a tough platform to
Twitter's so
even try to break into.
I've never had a Twitter account
Yeah,
before.
yeah. Me either.
Not
You know,
really
I used to
interested
say
in
that,
it.
and I wish I could still say it because it was a waste of time.
Yeah, Amanda doesn't like social media very much. Or,
That's okay.
not just say don't use.
My job relies on it, and that's like really the only thing I'm big on.
Yeah.
I don't have social
Nice.
anxiety,
Oh,
but I
boy, that
feel
was-
like
that
I
was
do
poor.
have social
It was
media
poor, but I'm
anxiety.
glad you went for it.
Most of the time, I'm like, I could post about something, or I could just go do something.
Yeah. Well, like, so like
I
do
have
all
like
the
I feel like I get
research for it.
imposter syndrome, where I'm like, nobody
Right.
gives
Oh.
a shit what I'm doing.
No, I just like that's how I feel, but I feel like I can figure stuff out that's happening in Wenatchee or the
Sure.
surrounding
It
area.
is good
Sure,
as like a
I like
tool,
I like
yeah.
seeing events that are posted. I do
Yeah.
like there's something that if I wasn't doing this that I would have been at tonight, but this is great. Also, I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah,
I,
so are we.
I tell everyone like this is my favorite thing to do. I fucking love podcasting, and I get anxious about it before we do it, but it's the best thing to do when I do it.
You get anxious about it? Why do you get anxious
Oh,
about it?
yeah, that's
anxious
a
about
whole that's a whole
everything.
that's a whole
Cavalcade
that's a whole
of
trope
curious.
of my own problems. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm
about
sharing
Jack
that
in the
with the
Box.
listeners that I have massive anxiety issues.
But I mean, like, you can have
Everyone knows that. But no, this is my favorite thing to do. It really is. It's just like talk to people one-on-one, get a little bit of the backstory, just do random subjects. You know, you can't beat it, really. So,
Right.
Plus-
It's nice to just follow the flow of where your conversation takes you.
Exactly.
Sometimes you come back to a question you asked 10 fucking minutes ago.
oh, do we have one?
Oh no,
I
that's
don't-
what we did in the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
okay. I was
Sure.
gonna say there's one hanging.
I don't know how far we are, but I have to.
We're not that far, but we can take it. We're gonna take a quick break in the middle. The listener won't even know about it. All right,
Sorry.
we're back after that break that no one even knew existed.
Nope.
Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Great little break.
Boom. Favorite question to ask people who perform is, "What's the worst thing you've ever done on stage?" Oh yeah.
Ooh, big sigh.
And just like in general.
So, they're like the things that I have personal nightmares about. I've never done anything that I feel like has been like too like terrible where like other people, like I pissed off people. But I've definitely done some theater shows where I've gone up on lines and then just stood there for like too long silently. And those are like, I have stress dreams about that now.
Perfect.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like I have like PTSD from just these times where I've been on stage and I know all my lines. Oh my God, if you guys knew how OCD I am about like learning all of my shit and perfecting it and doing it the exact same way every time. And then I just sometimes have these things, I'm like in it, I'm not thinking about it at all, and all of a sudden my mind just goes totally blank and my ADD kicks in and my brain is like, what's going on? And then I just stand there
I totally forgot everything.
until I remember what it is I'm doing.
Oh,
It's
man.
usually when there's dialogue. So luckily, like if there's a song going, I very rarely
the end
like
of the
go
world.
up on lyrics, you know, but like
Yeah.
learning monologues, I am always very nervous. And
Oh
very
my god. Good for you for remembering though. Fuck, I can't remember.
Holy shit.
I threw it behind our drummer. While we
Okay,
played
that's
Oh,
what we're talking.
Yes.
and
It
Threw
wasn't
up.
even
You,
from
Amanda.
drinking.
I was just so
though.
excited. We were playing at our friend's wedding. They have a heavy metal record company back in Baltimore called Grimoire Record. And they asked us if we play, and we learned some songs for them. And I was just so excited to play. I was also drunk, but
And
just
still
the
throw it up.
adrenaline kept going. And I was like, I'm playing saxophone right now, and I can feel it coming up my throat. And so I just went behind our drummer and was like, and then got back into playing. And like no one really noticed, but I felt like bad dog.
It was a professional level boot and rally, though.
Yeah, I'm a
like,
professional
You know,
if
sometimes
nothing
you just gotta
else.
be like, blah, and then you go back to like 100%.
Also,
Why
like-
hold it in and feel like shit when you can just
Way back in
Ooh.
the day, like 10 years ago, because I used to tour.
Totally.
I would tour a week at a time, like me and Brian would before Amanda joined the band. But like first night of tour,
dark
I was like
ages.
hammered. I got so excited to get, and I would get blackout drunk, and like the next, I don't know, I'd get alcohol poisoning. The next day, Brian's like driving the bus, and like I'm throwing up out the window, and he like pulls over next to like these convicts picking up trash, and I can't not throw up, and I'm trying to throw up in like a styrofoam container. And it's just bile and it's pouring out. And Brian's laughing, and I was like, "Why are you doing it? Like I can't stop throwing up. It's so much alcohol." I was like 21, playing in Blacksburg, Virginia. They're like, "Yeah, pints of PBR are $1 tonight." Like that's fucking awesome. I'll take 30 of them.
yeah. Touring is something that you definitely learn how to do.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes you
your
take
first
a
go
month
of
off
it,
drinking if you
you're
take
gonna
long
fuck
tours.
up some stuff.
Yeah. I've gotten really
just
drunk
kind
and
of-
like we played a show actually in Leavenworth at Hinterhof, and owner said like, "Hey, do you guys want to play another set inside?" And I was like, "Totally." And the band looked at me like, "Fuck you. We're done playing." And I made them play another set like 2 hours after
my
playing for 3
God.
hours. That was a bad time. That was the worst thing I've done to the band. As an immediate like, "Oh, you guys
That's
want
a
to work
good
for
way
another
to
2
put it.
hours?" Cool.
Oh man.
Does the pay make it worth that?
Never.
Okay. So it's just.
Hey,
it is
okay,
what
there
it
are
is.
some gigs that
Nobody
are like
pays
good
you what
for
you're worth.
the pocketbook and some gigs that are good for
Right.
the soul. So
Good
you
for
know,
the soul, good
sometimes
for the
you-
wallet.
Sometimes
There
you
you go.
play a little longer
Good way
because
to
you're
look at
having a good time.
Of
you know?
course, yeah.
That's if we do a good job, the money will be there. That's how we've always, and that's with any job. But that's how we've taken a lot of our methods and our mission statements. We do a good job, money will be there, whether through tips or merch or guaranteed pay.
I mean, props to you guys. I'm so
Who?
Thanks.
need the always income, like salaried version.
We hustling out there, that's for sure.
Who? Yeah. Who books everything? Is that you?
I'm back with Community Center. It was me, Brian, and Lacey, and I was way better like on the scene. So if they were doing cold calls and emails, and then we'd show up like afterwards, I'm like, "Hey, let's get another gig in the books," and these type of things. And then got really good with texting and calling, like kind of like the Chris Farley to Brian's David Spade, just like
All
a
right.
ham at all times. And like, "You guys are hilarious. Please come back." And like, sweet. So with me and Amanda, I might do more of the booking, but Amanda definitely does a lot more of the booking. But we're putting over so many schedules of.
Hold on. Can we repeat that
Okay,
sentence?
I usually end up doing the rebooking. So like Daniel reach
He'll
out
get
to
a new
them.
one, and then
Yeah.
And then,
the
once
rebook.
we're there, because my schedule is a little bit more
course,
complex. Like, I'm doing a bunch of different projects right now, so my schedule is kind of all over the place between, like, teaching ukulele lessons and doing the burlesque thing and gigging and doing the Leavenworth Summer Theater.
Totally.
And then, like, sometimes I, like, just watch my friends' kids when they, you know, like,
Need someone to
need
babysit.
somebody.
For
Exactly. So,
sure.
like, my
But
schedule is
we'll-
more complicated, so I usually am the one who goes in there is like, all right, we also have these dates.
Yeah.
You want to rebook
That's
us?
Well, like Amanda and I, it was Amanda's. So what's today? April 19th. It was Amanda's birthday on Monday, and we went on a hike.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey.
And we went on a hike outside of Leavenworth, and then we stopped by the squirrel tree for the very first time. And I'm quite tenacious about like, hey, I see you guys have bands here. We're a band. Could we play here? I have a card here. Like, and I'm not like
Yeah.
annoying about it, but by the end of our beer that we had at the squirrel tree, we're now booked there June 1st for our first squirrel tree show.
Have you ever asked Ron to book a show at Radar?
Not yet. We've been forming our own, so the radar station is a really cool spot. Like around the country,
It's
there's
the
like,
coolest.
real quick, for open mics, there's skewers.
Radar station's the coolest.
It is the coolest,
It
but
is.
it's skewers down in Durham, North Carolina. If you want to see the most poppin' open mic, skewers down in Durham, North Carolina. Like
Let's go.
you want to cut your teeth and see if
Sure.
you're doing a good job, go into skewers. They will.
They have a house band that'll like just jam along with you. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, not to say that they'll like
Yeah.
judge you in a bad way, but if you're doing a good job, you'll know. They're good. And then there's the Willow Tree in Johnson City's a really good spot, and the radar station here is just a unique spot for like that's a well curated open mic where it's like not selling out. What is it? People signing up. Like
I mean,
it's
ties
they're
up
signed
and then it
up.
fills up. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
And-
so Luke started it a year ago, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you started the open mic there?
Yeah.
I
Started
remember seeing
Dude,
the
killing it,
first
Luke.
ones because like we had already been coming through town and had met Ron by that point, so we knew all
Yeah, I
about
mean, it
that
was-
stuff.
He
Yeah.
gave us a
Summer
Wenatchee,
and-
the Comet. He gave us a feature for our band there because we were leaving.
Luke doesn't like to toot his own horn, but I'll toot
We'll toot it
no,
for you.
Yeah,
Beep,
no,
beep,
but that was
He
August. It
started
was
it.
August of last year.
Luke started the
And
whole
And I had
thing.
talked with a couple other people about getting one going, but I was the only one. I guess I just
You
went and
jumped
did it.
on
We
that
just
wagon
went
and
did
you
it,
went.
So
I'm glad you
No,
did
it's good.
because we go to everyone that we can. Like usually we have
It's fucking
shows.
amazing.
I missed the last 2 weeks. I don't know. Yeah, this podcast needs to be evergreen, but I did miss the last 2 weeks, whatever those 2 weeks were. So
Yeah.
Last night was fucking
weird.
laziness. That's what it's called.
yeah, I did not
Just
go
had a-
Oh,
last
well,
night.
sometimes
my
you just gotta
girl-
cancel doing stuff.
I had my girls'
Yeah.
bunko night.
I didn't
Bunko's
go.
so much fun.
Sometimes you got to make different plans. Sometimes you got to cancel
Totally.
plans because it feels good.
Totally,
Fuck yeah.
but I
I
love it. I'm happy that exists.
Yeah.
Where we are in this valley, it's
Absolutely.
insane.
There's
We
so
gotta
many
keep Radar
hungry
going.
artists there. But
Yes.
we are going to be doing like Amanda and I are going to have our first foray with the Radar Dames on May the 4th. Be with
All right.
you.
Yes, that's the
Um,
Star Wars show.
Yes.
Star Wars show, and we're doing burlesque that day. I
We're
will
gonna
be.
go? We're going?
Sure.
It's Apple Blossom.
It is Apple Blossom weekend,
Oh,
which
so
we
you'll
found
already
out.
be
But we
about.
don't have
downtown.
anything. Yeah, well, we live downtown,
Yeah.
basically.
All right, like
Close.
But Oh, yeah, you guys can walk there.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Of course.
I will be my burlesque performing name is Justin Socks.
Socks or socks?
Socks.
Oh, okay.
I, that's my only thing is
Sorry, I
I
had to
mumble
clarify.
Justin Socks because I'll be just in
Yeah,
socks.
yeah.
Oh,
You get it?
got
Get it. Everyone's got
it's
it.
way funnier now that you
Pew, pew,
explain
pew,
it.
pew. I wish I don't have my laptop plugged in. It's my DJ horn. I'm supposed to have my soundboard up right now.
And for the BBBs, mad shout out to the Baltimore Rock Opera Society. BBBBBBB.
There we go.
So how much is it to go to that burlesque show? Do you know?
I don't know, but there are tickets
Good
on
question.
Eventbrite.
Affordable, and at Radar Station
There are
art.com.
two
Is that
shows-
what he does it at? Radar Station Art.com.
Oh, okay.
I know that
think.
there is a link
I should verify
on
that.
Eventbrite. Oh, I actually have it on. Oh, so if anyone goes to my Instagram, which is Be More Calendar Guy, it's in my bio.
Wait, are you guys the Bandit? thingy, or are you
The bandit.
Oh, well.
Bandits of the Animal Kingdom
Nope.
on there, or are you?
Oh, yeah.
also
Bandits
that
of the
too?
Animal Kingdom is our Instagram handle, but if
Perfect.
I run most of my sexy stuff I do, like my sexy calendar, or if I make a sexy meal or anything, there could be a sexy meal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I made my it was a baked ziti.
Is it weird that I'm really hungry right now?
Yeah, I made a pulled pork macaroni and cheese quesadilla pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so that was too much, but
But now we know.
it's so www.theradardames.eventbrite.com.
All right.
Is that thing
For that show.
Wait, what was the name of the Instagram show? BR what?
Be More, BMORE, Be More Calendar Guy. Because for the last 5 years, I've been making a sexy big man calendar.
Are those available to the general public?
They-
Can you buy
I
them?
followed both of your pages.
Can you,
Thank
can you
you.
buy those?
We
can't
usually
buy
do
this year's now.
like the GoFundMe for them
All
around
right.
like Thanksgiving.
Okay. I've seen that photo.
My
that you're
sexy
showing
Winnie the
me.
Pooh?
Yeah.
You did a sexy Winnie the Pooh to promote our friends at Charm City Meadworks.
Yeah, Trump City Meadworks. Mad
Yeah.
shout out to them.
Right? How good does he look?
yes.
What's hilarious is just off camera, there's me like directing the shoot, right? And then just like 10 dudes who are working in the factory.
Laughing,
all
losing
just
it.
like losing it.
We were canning that
And like
day.
at one point, like Danny was just drowning in the honey.
I was. Have
Like,
you ever tried to swallow 4 huge mouthfuls of honey?
No, that'd be a weird thing if I had done
I'm
that.
gonna-
Actually,
you and I-
it'd be
you
a
and I are
weird
What are
thing
the
if I
chances
said-
you're like actually?
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, that's- yep.
Yes.
That was for the punk rock. Oh, the punk rock burlesque in Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to them.
Oh yeah.
They
Calendar
gave
guy,
me
you
my
guys gotta
first
follow this
real
shit. This is amazing.
stance
This is
for
so awesome.
burlesque.
Wow.
I made those
I love
fur
this.
panties. They're
You
made
did.
with love.
Amanda designs all of my stuff. What are you wearing or what are you not wearing, Amanda Rife? I have breakaway shorts that I ripped off way too soon in my set because I was excited.
Yeah. Well,
That happens.
Katie has experienced that in our love life. Sometimes I get too excited too quickly.
Everything comes
And,
off.
Yeah.
Like
it
I
just-
went from
Bruce
fully
Almighty.
dressed with my shoes on to naked and
These things have happened.
And I'm like,
I
who's
guess we're
ready?
doing this.
Not me.
You will be.
slow down there, cowboy. Okay.
Yeehaw.
Jeez.
I'm
Um,
a woman.
You in yet?
This
I'm
isn't
done.
a bull ride, okay? This is a cattle drive.
Yes. Absolutely on
You're
all
gonna make
that.
me throw up on mic.
Sorry.
Have you,
Throw up on a podcast.
Wait, grab me that yellow notepad back there behind you. I need it.
That one way over there.
Yeah, you gotta unhook.
I'm gonna keep this going for one other.
Okay.
Well, probably many shout outs, but this year's. So we donate all the proceeds we get to different charities, and this year was for Music for More in Maryland, and they repair instruments and get them into the hands of kids and vets that are in underserved communities.
Sounds
And
worthy.
so-
That sounds
yeah, it
very
was
worthy.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So we were able to give them
Cool.
$500, and then we were also able to. I donated my first saxophone I ever played, and that was a really sad moment. It was a nice moment, but I,
Noble.
Yeah, but
Yes.
some kid or veteran right now has that thing, and it's like awesome
Rocking
for
their
them.
life.
Yeah,
I hope so.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Trackmysex.com.
trackmysax.com.
Trackmysex.
I'll give you guys all the serial
Wow.
number if I find it.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do here at the end. I need a techno beat. I don't have a techno
These
beat.
are our new best friends. I hope you know
Yeah,
that.
of course. Of
Well,
course.
we
More
love
about
Justin
it.
Duty.
This is.
Not
I
our-
normally. I have not plugged my
Our best
laptop in. I should isolate that and just play it this whole time.
Girl,
I'll send it
you
off
rock.
to Brian. Yeah, I'll send it off to Brian. He'll isolate it. He's
you
gonna
just
play
hear her?
that the whole time in
Are
the
we gonna
background.
record? We're gonna
Yeah.
record our
We
first track.
frequently
Can we,
just
like,
drive in the
give
car
you-
and just beatbox.
Yeah,
We
we got a
bullshit.
beatbox
Box
Butterleg
him.
song right now.
Yeah. No. I'm
Beatbox
really gonna.
Luke
I'm gonna really.
something. We'll
I'm
pay
gonna.
you for
I'm
it.
really gonna isolate that in the background and
No, we
play it
don't
for
pay
this
for it.
whole
Let's
this
give her
whole
some money.
section. Okay. This is the lightning round, guys.
For both of us, or
Yeah.
one
No,
of
it's
okay.
both of you.
Right
it's
now.
both of you.
Here we
All
go.
right, let's do
Here
it.
we go. Okay. These may be simple. I don't know.
Can I
okay.
drink right before?
Just think of just have a sip. I would have a sip. I'm I'm gonna open a beer before we
Let's
do
do
the
that
lightning round.
beatbox thing
Here
again.
we go. No, I'm gonna isolate it. It's already playing in the background right now. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna loop that for this fucking podcast. That's perfect. It is just playing in the background already. The lightning round. Is it a soda or a pop?
Soda.
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 Soda. A soda. Yeah.
Pop you for saying that.
Would you rather see through any wall in your home or hear through all of the walls in your home? See through one wall in front of you in your house or hear through all of your house?
Pretty much like
See through the wall in front of
You'd
you.
rather see through one wall?
I'm gonna go see through as well.
You're going to go see through
Interesting.
one wall rather than hear through all the walls in the
He
house.
thought it'd
Yes.
be different.
I did. As
Ooh.
being both musicians, I actually did think that was going to be different.
No, I'm
Okay.
inundated by sounds all the time. So, like,
Also,
Would
I
you
wouldn't want to
rather-
have to.
I'm gonna put it
I
up,
get
but
you.
like, we're
Lightning
really,
round.
Oh, my bad.
Lightning
Okay.
round.
Would you rather? We're going to explain later. Would you rather detect any lie that is told to you, or be able to get away with any lie that you ever told?
Ooh.
Be able to get away with any lie I
I
ever
would.
told.
Okay, no, I'd do the other one.
You want to detect
I
all
want
of
to
them.
detect lies.
Sometimes people lie for good reasons. Lightning round.
Okay.
Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader?
Ooh.
Always, every
one's
time in
so
your
great.
life.
Breathe like Darth Vader.
Breathe like Darth Vader. I'm
Really?
Gonna go with that. Yeah.
You're going to breathe for the rest of your life like Vader.
years old, your reach look as good. You will not. Yeah, I don't want to sound like that
Yeah.
shit.
No.
Good point.
Okay, and then this is the lightning round conclusion. Would you rather swim with sharks without a cage one time, or have your entire last year's search history published for everyone around?
I'd swim with sharks.
Yeah, I'd swim with sharks too, but that just sounds like fun.
Okay,
Mine's not fun.
sharks one time.
He's got a good reason for it.
Yeah.
No one wants
Go
to
ahead and publish
My one friend went through my entire search history. He goes, "Why don't you have anything for E and Q? Everything else is disgusting." I was like, "I guess I don't have anything for E and Q. Nothing turns me on between E and Q." They do now.
Lord.
I'm older now. Found things.
So, I mean, you have A and C.
Yeah.
I have some weird ones. They're generally non-sexual, but I do have some weird ones that like maybe Homeland Security could be interested a couple times when I like
Yeah.
Google
Like,
stuff.
ooh, this
like,
is gonna get a flag.
That's
this
why I'm a
really-
touring musician, so
it's-
they don't really find me.
Right.
husband might
What's your
start
address?
questioning
What day
me.
is it?
It's not sexual. It is not sexual, and it's like, man, you shouldn't really just go like, how long would crystal meth last underground?
Right.
Like that's just a question that I had. I don't smoke any crystal meth.
This guy looked up
but
too
it's just
potent
like-
fertilizer.
I was just like wondering how long it would last if you buried it underground. I was curious. It's genuine curiosity.
Does this weed killer kill my dog?
Yeah.
Just joking.
How many cats
Her
can
name's
you bathe
Will.
in Roundup?
Kill-
Okay, don't.
I like that you turned into it. You're looking for the affirmative. Will it?
Will Keith Richards
so.
kill
We love
me?
my dog.
Yeah.
Love him.
Of
wherever
course.
he is.
I like that for lightning rounds.
Okay, that was the lightning round.
With the new background.
What were we gonna go
noise.
back and talk about more though? There was one.
Whoa.
Amanda and
one.
I are soul sisters. Like I feel this. girl
Okay, hold
over
on,
here.
hold on.
I
get
get
it
her.
too.
Were
I
you
think
guys
Amanda
were
and,
you
like,
were you
Mandy.
yelling
Amanda.
about see-through
Mandy?
walls
Amanda.
versus hear through
Amanda.
all of them?
That just has
Or
to do
was
with
it-
loud sex.
Or was it okay?
We
Or was
had,
it
uh,
a detect any lie or get away with any
that was
lie?
my
Is that
answer.
what we're yelling about?
Sometimes people lie for a good reason, you know? Like, if they're lying to protect me, I don't
You
want to
don't
be
wanna know
like,
about it?
fuck you.
I
You're
know
lying.
you're lying.
Right,
I'm
like,
not saying
I
I'd
don't
react
need to
to it. I
be
just want to know.
omnipotent, okay? Like, I have zero interest
I'm just
in
saying.
that.
I am saying if you get away with any lie you're ever told with you're ever telling, you would rule this world in 2 seconds. Like if you wanted to. If you
Absolutely.
literally got away with every lie you ever told, you would be in charge of everything.
Yeah, but if I knew the
That'd
lie
be
you
it.
were telling me,
That'd be it.
deeply,
You'd
I
be
could
in
like,
charge of
"Fuck
everything
you,
in 2
bitch."
minutes.
That's
Like,
a
I
lot of.
know
It is
the
a.
Yeah.
truth. You know what I mean? Like
If I was like,
I would like work on trying to cover up the emotion that I know the lie, but deeply I'd
Katie's
be
being
like,
diabolical
"Fuck
over here.
you.
Right.
I know your secret.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You'd
can
rather
like it
know.
every day of my life.
You'd
like-
rather know the secrets.
Oh yeah.
Like, did you break?
No, I'm
like,
legit-
I already know
I
you
would
broke
much
it. I just
rather
want you to
have
admit
the
it.
secret.
Like,
Yeah.
If you get away with every lie you're
know.
telling, you
Like,
will.
just be
You
truthful
could
to
rule
me.
the world in
If
2
I could
seconds.
detect, I
and
could help
you're
people
done.
be more truthful.
You're done. The
You
whole
can
thing's
tell
over.
I
when
want to
someone's
help
lying.
people,
You can
not
just
lie
tell.
to me.
I just want to
yeah.
know the lie. I just want to.
I already can detect when people are lying.
Me too.
I got it,
It's literally.
and I get
live
away
it
with all the
every day
lies
of
I
my
tell.
life.
I get away
Not
with all
from
Porque
him.
no
the
las
I don't live it
dos,
every day of
¿sí?
my life from him. He tells me the truth, and
Sociopathic
I know
behavior.
it because I know when he's lying.
Sociopathic
And Amanda
behavior.
doesn't-
If you
yeah,
can
we don't-
just get
Mainly
away
at
with
work.
any lie. I
I don't think we lie to each other. You're like my best friend.
I mean, what's the point? When
Yeah,
it's your
what's-
best friend.
Why would
like,
you?
I live life with him. Why would I lie to him?
Also, on that, Brian, you are
I might lie to
you're
you
my
about
best
money
friend. Brian
and how
Loper's
much
my
I
best
spend
friend.
on clothes, but that's the only time.
Huge shout out to Brian there. That's a
Yeah.
very emotional
He's-
little moment.
Community.
Brian,
I knew
would
I
have
was going to
loved
be
to been
Brian's
on
best
this
man in high
podcast.
school before
We'll
he even
have
had a
him
wife
next time.
picked out,
Oh yeah.
and I was, and I gave a really long speech.
Was it a good speech?
It was a really good
You
speech.
did.
It
You
was
thought you
really
did
good.
well. Okay. Okay.
I give good speeches. Like, if you give me a chance to plan something
Danny
out, I can.
loves telling a tale in a room full of people.
I once tried telling a joke at a company Christmas party.
Oh, that is that all you did though? Where you're like, I'm gonna tell a joke, and
I told a joke at a company Christmas party.
Cleared the room.
That
Oh,
made,
yeah?
I still don't tell
'Cause
it on
he
the
farted.
podcast.
It's just
yeah,
a
no.
stinker.
It was just a really bad joke. It was a terrible joke. And a table of 6 people stood up and walked away. That's my.
Oh no.
That's an
I love it.
accomplishment.
I love it. I
Sometimes
love
you
it.
got to
That's
take
what
those
I
hits, you know? And you're like, all right, good to know.
Two of the bartenders,
We were really drunk. I've
Oh.
never been that drunk.
We were both pretty drunk.
we were.
Katie
having,
even tried standing up for me.
Oh no.
I did stand up. Your boss even.
I was talking to
looked
two
at me
bartenders the
and
other
was
day, and
like,
they got
"I get
into
you."
their best shit themselves story, and I
That's
had a pretty solid one too.
Oh, you know what?
No pun intended.
I crap my pants today.
Oh my god!
Really?
Luke,
What are
Luke
the
texts me,
chances?
and he's like, "Babe, I pooped
Wasn't
my
like a
pants."
bad
I'm like,
one.
haha, sorry. Like, I figured he was just talking about like farting and it stunk really bad because that's what he usually does.
That's what I say.
And
yeah.
then I called
mean,
him like 4
same.
hours later, and he's like, "No, I really shit my pants."
It was.
Where were
Shit,
you?
It was. I stopped it. I stopped it really nicely. Like as soon as I knew what was going on, it was just a little sharp.
Like, you're not-
I was at Safeway. I was grabbing some groceries. I was gonna come home anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And it was just like right as I was getting ready to check out, and it was just a little, caught it pretty quick.
A little
Blur-
oopsie daisy.
Yep, caught it real quick.
Right?
Caught it real quick. Not a big deal. So
Oh, Amanda's got thousands of voices.
God, I love her. So
I'm glad
much.
that you only mildly shit your pants at Safeway.
yeah,
today.
it wasn't a
Like,
big deal. It
He
wasn't a
had
big
to throw
deal.
his underwear away though. So
I
that's mild.
didn't want to put.
I've
them
done
in
like
the
I
wash.
feel
Four
like
times.
once you reach a certain point, there's just
That's like one of
get rid
those
of them.
I didn't wanna
reusable
throw 'em in the
baby
wash, yeah.
diapers, though, like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, I might start switching to those because I shit myself on like a forklift once, on a wooden chair in the woods when we were on a geology school field trip.
Good.
Can
Yeah.
I-
We're not
can
allowed
I- Sorry, go ahead.
No, please ask a
I was
question.
gonna ask a personal question.
Do it.
Kids, future?
No.
No.
No, thank you.
Having
Okay.
none.
And
just
and we're
curious.
not like, oh no, our dogs are our kids because we're not those people.
No,
but
not at
Dogs
all.
are totally
Um,
different. Just
Right
curious.
now, like I never want to be pregnant, but hey, if we like feel like we need to nurture people, we
No,
could
that's-
find a way to
I'm
do
just
that.
curious.
I
Yeah.
like other people's kids.
Yeah.
And then I don't like kids once they get above like age 11.
we like being
Or-
aunts and uncles to like
yeah.
everybody.
I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'll hang out with you." And then I'm going to give you back.
That's how I feel like no matter what age they
Yeah.
are.
I
2
get
days old
I get
or
satisfaction out of
10
hanging
or
out with other
20.
people's kids and like, helping my kids, helping my friends
Totally.
like create our tribe and like raise their kids to not be douchebags, but
if crazy Uncle Danny can come by and like teach you how to change your oil, teach you how to start playing an instrument, and give you $20.
Right. We'll
then
make them
leave.
change the oil on our car that we'll still be living in.
Yeah.
We'll have
I
a
was
sweet
curious.
van,
I just
so.
wanna know. I'm just curious.
I had a godfather, Tom, who was like jogging and he was 58 and he like died while he was jogging. And I'm sorry that he's gone. Tom McBride. I love him. And he was always on the road. I never knew what he was doing, what his profession was. I just knew he was always in a different place. And then like he left me like $3,000. And I was like, I want to be that to someone. I just want to be a random cool dude who's like a godfather to somebody, and like when I die, like that kid has no idea, and they've had a good work ethic, and they've done all these things. Like also, here's a few grand, just 'cause you're a baller.
Yeah.
And a few grand is
Good to help you get out of shit.
Oh,
Maybe
it can
use
be
that for a
life
vacation
changing.
for
No,
us.
$2,000 can be life changing. Honestly,
It's true.
depending on where
Paying
you are.
off $1,000 in
Yeah.
debt will make you pay so much more after you're like having to deal
Sure.
with interest and everything.
Totally.
So having the ability to just be like, oh my God, I had this looming thing over me, and now that problem is solved.
Yeah.
Honestly, something like that from someone is like, wow, like I feel loved.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's like we had someone.
It's just an
Who
expression.
was in their
Yeah,
will, and it
it's
wasn't
a
even, like,
monetary
You had no
expression
idea.
of
grandma,
someone
but it
who
was
loved you.
like a grandma.
Yeah.
And she left us money, and it was like,
Well, and I think it's
Wow.
not. That's the thing is like when
Yeah.
you love a person, you're never like expecting anything from
Sure.
them. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Right.
you lose someone, and your only thoughts are like, "Damn, like
I miss
I
you."
love you,
Yeah.
and I will miss you for the rest of my life." But I'm not gonna.
say no.
It's it's like a positive thing in my life.
Totally.
Honestly, I don't know if it's like, I don't have money, so obviously like
And we're never gonna have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, and we also
So-
give up a lot of our material.
especially
good
when
on the
you
road.
have people in your life who like it shows like they support you what I
Yeah.
mean, and that they want to like, even though they can't be with you, they want like
Totally.
to
You
help
go
you in
on.
some
Yeah.
way,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
of
like
course.
give you a positive, be like, all right, let's celebrate this person. Like I know personally we always just like go and do shit, and we're like,
Yeah.
let's celebrate this person when we
I
go.
love food. I love drinks. And I love experiences.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
of those will go away.
Yeah, we have a couple
Totally.
like celebrations of like we've lost people, and we're just like, all right, let's go out and like do something in their memory.
Yeah,
for,
like when I worked at a liquor store back on the East Coast, I lived on a houseboat for 2 years, and I had like kayaks, I had brewing equipment, all this stuff, and like getting on the road, I was like, I had to find friends. Where I was like, hey, I know you kayak, here's kayaks, or I know you like to brew beer, here's a full brewing like, and just let all that stuff go.
Yeah.
And I realized just how much shit we had. Like, not like it was bad. I would love to have a place that like has all our stuff at it, but at the same time, there's more stuff.
The less
All
shit
the
you
time.
have, the better in life.
Oh,
Trust
gosh.
me.
That's why we like doing what we do, man.
This house is overwhelming to me sometimes. Yeah.
With
It is.
stuff comes
We
great
just have-
responsibility.
we just
Totally.
have it's just stuff though.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the fact that in my adult life I've been down to a duffel bag a couple of times. Like since I was 22 to now
I don't think
I'm
I've
30
ever been
this year. I think twice I've been down to one duffel bag.
I could do like a
And it
little
feels good.
recall.
It feels good to do
That's it.
that. So-
Well, we get a chance to bring you on the road for a week. You'll like, especially you, Katie, if you've never been down to like that, you'll be like, oh, all right. Got your passport in your backpack, a couple of clothes and a book. That's it.
I could do it.
You don't
I
want
would
to,
totally do it. When you have this much shit, you want to do it.
though. We'll just give
Yeah.
you a week. We'll just give you a week to do it, and then
This
you'll come
house
back to
burns
this.
down. You never heard it on.
Oh,
this
golly,
podcast.
hold on.
Just joking.
But seriously,
But bleep it out.
Something about this house burning down.
God damn it.
Oh man.
Actually, I was watching an old Apple Blossom video from like the 80s, I think, and this house is in that video.
There was a time
Let's
not
do
like
it. My boss is
maybe
in the royal thing.
maybe
It's the sugar
10
part.
years ago, maybe more like 12 to 14 years ago. Apple Blossom on like Friday night of the festival used to be Mardi Gras. Like everyone would go cruise the avenue and girls were flashing tits and
Yeah.
people were throwing beads and stuff. But Wholesome Wenatchee cracked way down on it.
You said
pretty
Butt
quickly. But Wholesome, yeah, just the buttholes. Some of Wenatchee, no,
I'm not letting that go.
I mean,
But
so
wholesome.
rarely do we
But
get a good
wholesome.
butthole.
Why?
it was literally Mardi Gras in Wenatchee.
Yeah, they used
For a
to
long
do it.
time.
That's
I mean,
pretty hilarious.
Arby's used to line the one way to watch the parade,
There were-
and
yeah,
they were
there
like
was a lot
sitting
of
on the
people.
top of these RVs, like watching it. Like, you can go back to the PD department and watch their videos of like cracking down on this shit, and it's like funny
Just
to
a
see the
bunch of
road.
people doing illegal shit.
just partying in their
It was
cars
crazy
and RVs
for a
and
little
stuff.
bit. It was fun for a little bit. I was too young. I never
I was
knew
a
it.
senior in high school, and I finally was able to like go cruise the avenue.
It was done by
So
then.
we get in, and all the cops are on their bicycles, just like circling. They're
Shutting
like,
it
"Go
down.
home,
Yeah.
go home." And
They're
it's
like,
like,
this isn't happening anymore.
Yeah.
seriously, my
But I still
first-
gotta
That's
show
how
my
it was
tits.
When we
Yeah.
went to Panama
Right,
City,
exactly.
we
Oh, fuck Panama.
I've
City
been
Beach.
working
I just
on
wanted
a
to
solid
fucking
A
party
cup.
at Apple
I
Blossom.
got a
Yeah. We
decent.
We live on the
B
route
right
now.
now.
in
I-
Is
the
that a
Bay
B? Have you had it
Area.
and you
measured?
can be
I
on
haven't,
like your
but
property
I've
doing
got-
Well, if you're a
What the
B,
hell?
then
We
I'm
can do whatever the
definitely.
fuck we want. Yes.
I'm definitely
I
a
mean,
B.
like, there's muscle there, but there's
You're
still.
coming.
It doesn't mean it's small. Thank you.
Of course.
This is how I want to perform everything.
Is that
I do.
comfortable?
Yeah.
There you go.
This is great.
This is great. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my microphone.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, hey.
Got you now.
Here I sit in my lonely room, nothing but me in the morning gloom. The air is cold, my toes tingle, but one thing will get me through the day. The thought of you, the thought of you. Ah, darling, please let me in on this cold and lonely night. I won't put up a fight. Hold me close, keep me safe and warm in your big strong arms. Oh, darling, darling. Ooh. There you sit, and I lost the room. Oh, you make my heart go zoom, zoom, zoom. The air is cold, my skin sizzles every time I hear you say my name, or I look into those baby blues. Ah, darling, please let me in on this cold and lonely night. I won't put up a fight. Hold me close, keep me safe and warm in your big strong arms. Oh, darling, darling. Ooh. Darling.
I'm not changing anything. The last one sounded really nice, so.
Yeah, this is just if you want something else. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, ready. Oh, I've got this friend. I don't think you know him. He's not much for words. He's hidden his heart away. Oh, I've got this friend, a loveless romantic. All that he really wants is someone to want him back. The right one came, the right one came along. The right one came along.
I've got this friend. I don't think you know her. She sings a simple song. It sounds a lot like his. Oh, I've got this friend who's holding on to her heart like it's a little secret, like it's all she's got to give. Oh. one came, the right one came along. The right one came along.
It'd be such a shame.
If they never meet,
She sounds lovely.
he sounds right out of a dream.
If only,
If only,
if only.
oh, oh, the right one came, the right one came along. Oh, I've got this friend, the right one came, the right one came along. Oh, I've got this friend, the right one came along.